recipes.
Well, yeah. Well, here we are. Start talking.
Oh, are we already recording?
Oh, you bet you.
Oh, good. It's, like I said, this burger, simple, good. You agreed. The best food is usually simple. Salt, pepper, meat. I don't think has ever gone wrong in any situation. But like I said, this was 1 pound of ground beef, salt, pepper, mixed that thoroughly, and then I added 1 egg, cracked that in, mixed it, and then it was about probably, I want to say almost 2 cups of shredded Parmesan
Oh, damn.
mixed in with that. So, it was about quarter-pound patties a piece, flatten out as flat as possible while still being able to peel up from the surface and get it on the hot grill. And yeah, it was solid. No complaints. I mean, even if you look, it fits that sandwich
Oh, yeah.
bread like perfect. So, that's why you always want to get it as thin and as large as possible because it always comes back up together.
Yep.
So,
It's going to shrink as it cooks.
yep, that's a tip for anybody who doesn't actually know that. Is that ground beef
burger
will
pro
always
tip.
shrink up. Yep. So,
Nope.
yeah, like I said,
Wrong button.
delicious.
Wrong button. Wrong button. I shrunk. There we go. the down lever on my chair.
Oh, I was assuming it was like a recording mishap, but that's even better. Which reminds me, we should probably figure out what we're gonna do this week as far as what can go wrong during our podcast.
It's best to just let it happen.
Yeah. So far, it has happened naturally twice.
I do love that the tradition so far is that I just click record without specifically telling you that we're doing it. Sometimes I do, but for the most part, I just kind of hit go, and yeah, that's where we end up.
Well,
And
it always works.
This week they got a good burger recipe out of it.
Mm-hmm. Simple, effective, beautiful.
It's the episode title too. Keep it simple.
Keep it simple. I like it.
Ben.
How come I cannot see you?
Because I didn't share my screen yet.
Okay, well, as long as everything's still working, that's fine.
So, yeah, Apple released their M1 silicone this week. That's what they're calling it, the M1.
The M1.
The M1.
Okay.
And they released it on 3 products, and it was immediately available. It's not like, hey, this is going to be a thing. It's like, we announce it. This is what, this is what we've got. This is what it's in. So it's in the MacBook Air.
Okay. Mac Mini, right? Also.
The MacBook Air, the Mac Mini, and the MacBook Pro 13-inch.
Okay.
And the claims they've made, this is where I'm interested to see benchmarks, because the claims they made were, for the MacBook Air, it was like, or no, I think it was for the MacBook Pro. It was 17 hours of just web browsing and 20 hours of HD video playback.
Which, I mean, I would hope, considering they're now using ARM instead of x86.
And what really, it's a whole SoC. So it's an 8-core design. So they have 4 cores that are like the workhorse, and then they have 4 low-power cores that are kind of managing everything in the background.
Oh, so like what Intel is attempting to do with their...
A little bit, but it looks like they're doing it better because they also included the GPU and the RAM on the same chip.
There's a shocker. Okay.
So they
Oh, wait, so they have the RAM on the same chip?
They have the RAM on the chip. You cannot upgrade the RAM in a MacBook anymore, in a Mac product anymore. So you can either get 8 gigabytes or, this is where a lot of people have a problem with it. You can either get 8 gigabytes or 16 gigabytes, and that's it.
So my issue would be on the MacBook Pro side. I kind of feel like they hurt themselves there. Personally, for the Mini and the Air, it's like whatever. But I feel like the Pro...
With the Air, so here's the thing. With the Air, they demonstrated multiple 4K ProRes editing streams. So they were editing 2 4K ProRes with no hiccups, glitches, anything on a MacBook Air.
Wow.
So with the Pro, the issue at that point is what actually makes it a Pro.
Yeah.
Because they've got
other than the name, and I'm assuming the higher price.
The name, the higher price, and the specific external thing. So like the Pro still has the touch bar across the top and things like that. So like differences like that. But the Pro also dropped down to only 2 USB-C ports, Thunderbolt, instead of 2 on each side. Because you can still buy the Intel MacBook Pro 13-inch with the 4 USB-C ports. Another thing that might be an issue with the M1 chip is apparently it's also not going to support external GPUs.
Oh, yikes!
So you can't plug into an external GPU to get that little bit extra render power.
So that does make sense because their whole conversion to ARM. I don't think they want anything to screw with that environment now.
Yeah.
It'd be totally self-sufficient.
Because everyone was just, they're just going to make a bigger A14 chip and put it in a MacBook. And that's kind of what they did.
Yeah.
But
it's interesting.
I'm interested to see what happens when they actually, when someone's able to put it through its paces. I want to see what kind of work it can do. What kind of battery life it's actually going to... Because, all of this stuff is... Because they also gave some really weird metrics. They're like, it's three times faster than the most popular PC laptop. And it's like, okay, the most popular PC laptop isn't the most powerful PC laptop by any stretch. The most popular PC laptop is probably a fucking Chromebook.
Probably. It is interesting, their overall the design here with the CPU, GPU, their neural engine, their cache. I noticed this thing that says Fabric. So it seems like everybody's on this whole Fabric craze now. It's like we got Intel using possibly going to chiplet design, I think. AMD with the Infinity Fabric. And then now Mac has their Fabric. So interesting.
That is interesting. I mean, so I hate to say it, but I really like the new iPhones, the 12s.
I have not seen anything.
It's one of those things where like I have a friend who's diehard Android, but he's been having issues with it time and time again between not being able to get his phone to do what he wants it to do, and not being able to get his, Android smartwatch to work. He literally, he's like, I have committed the tech heresy, and I bought an iPhone 12 and an Apple Watch Series 6.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. If you don't want to deal with issues...
And that's the thing, is if you want something that just works, Apple's the way to go. If you want something that just does what you want it, just works. You don't want to do any weird, crazy shit. You don't want to do any weird sideways, upside down, loop-de-loop, whatever to make it do... Like, if you know what you're doing, great, do that. But if you just want something that just works, Apple's the way to go. And I genuinely hate the fact that there is no strong competitor for the Apple Watch. I hate that the Apple Watch is the best smartwatch out there, bar none. There is no smartwatch that actually competes with the Apple Watch, and I hate it.
Yeah. I mean, for me, this doesn't affect me at all. I've never been a smartwatch fan.
I have one, and I've had one. I bought a Pebble Steel off of my friend when he upgraded to the Pebble Time. And that was 8 years ago, and I've had a smartwatch ever since. So I had the Pebble Steel, and then I actually backed the Pebble Time 2 on Kickstarter. And I backed it to the point where Juliana and I would both get one, because the Pebble Time 2 was going to be everything I wanted in a smartwatch. And if it had actually survived, I would probably still be using it. But it took forever to get the Pebble 2 to market at all. And then another year later, we got, because they were good about like monthly updates, consistent monthly, like here's what's up, here's what's happening, here's where we're at, this is our projected timeline, this, that, and the other thing. And then suddenly there was a month that just didn't happen. We didn't hear anything. And then the next month we get the update. So we're selling all of our assets to Fitbit.
Ooh.
So Fitbit didn't buy Pebble. Fitbit bought Pebble's assets.
Interesting.
Which is like, I can pinpoint the failure point of Pebble, and it was the CEO. The CEO was bullheaded and stubborn, and he wanted all of his products to be purely crowdfunded. He wanted all of his money to come from crowdfunding. He wanted that big boist, like he wanted that badge of honor, so to speak. Yeah.
It's not really.
No, it was fucking terrible, because he had offers from fucking Citizen Watches.
Dude,
they were gonna give them $40 million.
I love my Citizen Watch.
Citizen Watches are amazing. So when I heard that they were gonna give them $40 million to integrate, and I was like, a Citizen smartwatch would have been fucking amazing.
Oh yeah, dude.
Because it would have looked really clean and had the super professional look, but it would have had the e-paper to do all the smartwatch things. And like how, but Pebble said no. So it ended up that Fitbit bought all of the assets of Pebble for like $12 million.
Jeez.
And Pebble doesn't exist anymore. Pebble completely dissolved. And then within a year of that acquisition, Google bought Fitbit.
Oh, right. That's right. I forgot about that.
And they haven't done anything with it. We haven't seen a decent, like, the only thing I can hope is that we see a decent Pixel watch within the next year. Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, what are the odds? Here's the thing: it's just talking about Google. Google is one of those companies. They buy everything they want, and then they overpay everybody so people stay.
Yep.
But then they don't actually challenge anybody. They have all this talent that they have purchased over the years, and they do nothing with it.
Yep.
They just sit on it, and they just don't let anybody else have it because they don't want anybody else to play. So, yeah, that's the number one complaint from anybody that works at Google, is that they're bored. They have nothing to do. They just get paid
because their job is to maintain the status quo.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. But going back to watches, my favorite Citizen watch that I bought years and years and years ago was the Citizen Nighthawk, which is like still easily my favorite watch that I think I've ever owned. But yes, I love that watch. It's got the Eco Drive too, so it's just solar powered.
Yeah, I remember seeing just looking at nice watches at one point and seeing Citizen, and I went, I want one of those.
Yeah, no, Citizen makes really great watches. It's one of those things where even if you don't really wear watches, you still look at a Citizen watch and you're like, that I would buy that. That's a nice watch.
Yeah. It's not like a Rolex, which is literally just a statement watch anymore.
Yeah, at certain points, yeah, it's
because it's like, who really needs a fucking solid gold watch?
Yeah, I don't know.
With
some people
with diamond setting, and it like at that point, it's just a statement. Rolex doesn't actually mean anything other than like, hey, I'm trying to look rich.
Yeah, that is pretty accurate. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of older Rolexes that are extremely nice that also sell for an exorbitant amount of money.
Well, and
Um,
like Rolexes are incredibly well made. They do have that
yes,
going for them. Like that
they
that
do.
that is a factor in the cost, but they're
Yes,
also just
but
examples
in
of
this,
excess.
yeah, in this day and age, they are the example of excessive wealth
Yep.
that is unnecessary. So, um, but yeah, Citizen. Whew, those are nice watches.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And it's good to know that my watch has actually gone up in price since I bought it. So
Really.
that's all.
That's
That's
nice.
yeah. I bought for a little under 300, I believe, and
Yeah,
it's over 400
it's
now.
selling for 450 now. I just looked it up.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I so like with that, with the whole Pebble going down thing being bought by Fitbit, I ended up getting, and like luckily like we got our money for the Kickstarter back because we never actually got our thing,
Yeah, which is great.
which was
Kudos
nice.
to Kickstarter for that
Like
because
we did end up getting our money back, but I don't want the money. I want the thing.
yeah, yeah,
So
it's
then I ended up getting the fucking Fitbit Versa,
mm,
which never worked.
never worked. Just
Never,
never.
it was never an actual smartwatch. It never sent me my notifications. Like I would get one once in a blue moon. It never connected properly. It just didn't work.
Mm,
And
that
it was
sucks.
awful. Like I got it at a discount. Like because I backed the Kickstarter, I ended up getting, because I backed the failed Kickstarter. Like it was a successful Kickstarter that failed in the end.
Hmm.
I ended up getting like a 50% discount or a 25% discount on this watch. So I was like, fine, whatever. I had upgraded to the Pebble Time, which was fine. I think I still have it somewhere. I might go back to it. Well, no, I don't want to go back to it because there's no support for it anymore.
Uh, man.
I miss the day and age when things just worked.
Yeah, yeah. And that I
And
see that I
like
don't know. Maybe
it
that's why I'll never have a smartwatch because
it
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 just
got
doesn't make
it
sense
got
for
to
me.
the point where the Pebble Time, or not the Pebble, the Fitbit Versa, I was having to charge it like every other day instead of every like 3 days.
Hmm.
And it would, like, the screen would glitch out and all sorts of crazy fucked up shit. So I ditched that and I ended up buying a secondhand TicWatch Pro. And that's the watch I've been the most happy with since I had my Pebble.
Nice. At least you found something though.
Yeah,
That's
because
always good.
it's the one that's like the dual screen, so it's got the two layers. So when the backlight's not on, it's just a regular LCD watch.
Hmm.
So it's just got like the normal time readout.
Is that the one you were using when we were working together?
No, no,
Oh, okay.
I've only had this watch for like 6 months.
Ah, all right. So I haven't seen it then. So
Correct.
remember the other one you had. So
That was the Versa.
that was the Versa. Okay.
I hated it.
I mean, you wore it
Oh,
every day, so
oh yeah, and Juliana had a Versa too. The a Versa as well. There is a Versa 2. We didn't have either of those. So she ended up getting the Fitbit Versa. And like she used it and then one day the screen just fell off.
oh,
Like
whoa,
she didn't bump it into anything, she didn't do anything weird. She just woke up one morning and the screen had just like peeled off.
nice. That's good. I had that happen with a phone screen, but I know what the issue was. So it was,
Yeah.
it was the lab. So
Eh,
that was the
yeah.
problem.
And when that happened, she ended up buying her own TicWatch Pro that she's much happier with.
Oh, that's
So.
good. Man,
At least as far as I can
smartwatches.
tell, she hasn't bitched about it constantly like she was.
She
with
has.
she bought hers new though, so
Mm.
she got the slightly newer version than mine. She didn't get the 4G. Because, yeah, there's a smartwatch with 4G capability for some reason,
That's a thing.
right?
I
But
don't know.
I guess that one comes with a gigabyte of RAM instead of 512 megabytes,
Which is crazy to think that a
which is crazy to
smartwatch
think in a
has.
smartwatch. But I guess that makes a difference, and I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, double the RAM, of course, that makes a difference.
Yeah, yeah, that's funny.
But I
You
mean,
wouldn't
something the size
expect
of
that.
a $50.
Yeah, yeah.
But Wear OS is hot garbage.
Can you
That's
can
just
you
a
like
fact.
can you like hack it or jailbreak it
No, it
and
just
do other
sucks.
stuff with it? Oh, oh.
I like
If
that.
you
That's
can't,
why my friend ended up switching to the Apple ecosystem as much as he hates it.
yeah, yeah. But hey, if it all functions, that's the thing. So
Exactly.
gotta give
It
them
just
at least
it
that credit. Their
yeah,
shit just works.
it
So
just works. And
shady practices and pricing aside,
mhm.
um, yeah. I see. I could never get into that ecosystem for various reasons.
The Apple
On the
ecosystem.
PC, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
on the PC side, it's like there's no need.
Did
I've been
for the
screwing around with PCs for what, over 20 years. Like
yeah,
I can't just magically go to Apple, and
no.
I don't know. Too much has been invested on the PC side of things for me to be like, I just need an Apple.
Well,
Uh,
there's actual so I I saw a thing very recently. Like it was released and I haven't seen much since,
okay.
but basically Apple has been tracking everything that everyone ever does on Apple ever.
Oh, there's a shocker.
To the point where if your Apple product is not online, it will not work.
I mean, should I have a surprise Pikachu face? Like,
It's
I would expect
it
nothing less than Apple tracking everything that their customer base is doing.
it goes a little deeper than that. They
Again, I'm not surprised
they're
somehow, some way.
they're a Prism partner.
Are they really?
That's the claim.
Oh, interesting.
And they're basically just selling all that information to the government.
That is, well, I feel like that's about
After
on par.
after they made that huge stink about no, we won't jailbreak this, we won't break into this guy's iPhone for
I remember
after
that.
that whole thing,
Is that when it started, or
it's there's claims of it dating back farther than that.
okay?
Again, this is like I guess he did
I mean,
link things, but like
color me surprised. Still, it's not really shocking.
yeah. Well, and like it's super grainy there because the current version of Mac OS, the OS sends Apple a hash of each and every program you run, when you run it, and what device you run it from.
Okay. And then is there active tracking within those programs?
Like people didn't realize it. It does this using the internet, so it's the server sees your IP, and then basically, if someone gets into the Apple server and sees this information, they can backtrace everything.
That's awesome. What solid security.
So
It makes sense though.
Apple knows when you're doing whatever at home, at work,
They must
what
so they
what
must
you
be getting
what you open, where.
they must be getting massive kickbacks from that, considering they were going to lock down how much like Facebook and apps could see users' activity.
Yeah.
So they must be getting a massive government kickback as far as that goes.
Well, and
Um,
what really makes it a big deal was you used to be able to block that. There was an app you
mhm.
could install on your Mac that would block all that information from going to Apple. And then when Mac OS 11 released. Big Sur dropped. It stopped working.
There's the shocker.
Right? Basically has new APIs that prevent this program from working in the same way. They don't prevent it from inspecting or blocking any OS level processes. So
Well,
even if basically with Big Sur, even a VPN won't work.
funny. Hey, you know what? You wanted an all-inclusive, all-working environment. That
Right.
comes with consequences.
Right?
I mean, that's what we've all been saying for years about Apple products, right? You got your closed-off, walled-off garden. It's going to come with consequences.
Well, and it's like, okay, yeah, sure, no one's surprised that Apple does it, but I wouldn't be surprised if Microsoft or Android does it either.
Oh, everybody does it.
Like,
I mean, you can only limit it so much. I mean, it's obvious that, you know, anybody with any kind of phone or smart device in their hands, in their pockets, that where do you think these ads are coming from? Obviously, if you mention something, your phone's microphone picks it up, and then you get shot ads with it.
yep. Oh, I watched an episode of Good Mythical Morning with Rhett and Lank where they actually tested this out. They gave
The ad thing?
the ad thing. They gave each of their
Yeah.
employees, like they gave a select set of employees a specific phrase to Google several times a day. So they would Google this phrase several times a day and then watch what ads would show up in their Instagram feed.
Nice. And I'm assuming
And it was
Yes.
all like actually relevant. Like it was super absurd phrases just, you know, for the funny factor.
Yeah.
So it was these super absurd phrases, but it would return surprisingly accurate or surprisingly relevant ad results.
I mean, all you can do is just ignore the ads. I mean, that's what I do. I tell my phone, look, if you send me ads, I'm gonna avoid buying that product.
Yeah.
So, don't even try.
Yeah.
Although I don't pay attention to ads on my phone anyways.
I don't either.
I've got an ad blocker for when I'm on my PC, so I don't know.
Same.
I'm not the demographic to really be ad targeted. Because I'm not going to impulsively see an ad for something I mentioned and be like, oh, I should buy that right now. This is the universe telling me to do it.
I used
So.
to joke with a friend a lot. Like we got to talking about that. So whenever I would see him, I would just like get real close to his phone and just start talking about The Fisherman's Wife.
That's awesome. That might be the only good thing that comes.
Just
from
to
the
try
fact
and
that
get
phones
him
are
those
spying on
ads,
us.
just to get him those ad serves.
That's awesome. I mean, it's also the reason why I will never have a smart home.
Oh
You know.
God, no.
I mean,
Those
what's
are
the
like
joke?
the tech is really cool,
That
but
was
I'm
cool.
never gonna put one of those in my house.
Nope.
It's
Never.
super, and like the Apple HomePod Mini that they just released has some really cool functionality.
But
I'm never gonna get one.
Yeah.
Like the intercom feature's neat, but it has like the ability where if you like you're listening to music on your phone, and you walk up and you literally just tap, like it's got to be an iPhone, obviously. You know, you're listening to
Yeah.
music on your iPhone, and you just walk up and tap it to the HomePod Mini. It'll just transfer the music playing to the HomePod Mini.
yeah, and that's cool.
That's
That is an
fantastic.
awesome feature.
But then it has Siri functionality, which is, I mean, Siri functionality.
Yeah, like unless I develop my own thing, I will not have a smart home. So I will never have a smart home.
The most I'll probably ever get is if I go for like Philips Hue,
Oh, the light bulbs,
the
and
lights.
stuff like that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there's
Well, yeah.
other competitor products out there that are coming out now that are better and cheaper. So
But see, I mean, a light bulb can't really hurt you in the same way that a listening device.
it has a
that I'm just gonna-
it has a connected app though.
It does have a connected app. But, I mean, it's
That's
on
where
your
it gets
phone,
that's where it gets
and-
screwy.
and your phone's already spying on you. So
Yeah,
you know,
and like
you are-
luckily
that's an already guaranteed
Yeah.
risk that you've
Luckily, at least Android has put some semblance of security on their devices. So, like, if you install a new device, and you can select, what. Oh, hey, this app wants location services. You can select,
Oh yeah.
like, yes, just yes, only when you're using the device, or no.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I really like that they went and they made it on a case-by-case basis when you use the thing that it needs. So, because before there was just that huge list of, like, you have the Facebook app.
Oh, it's just
You have the
blanket.
Facebook app open, and it just had the blanket. Needs access to your camera. It needs access to your microphone, and everybody freaked out. So they went and they turned the permissions into when you go to use that functionality, that's when it asks for permission. So why it's asking for that permission. It doesn't have the permission until you give it because you're trying to utilize that functionality. So you can have the Instagram app on your phone and never give it access to your camera.
Yep.
And I've done that.
5% of humanity uses those options.
Right?
The rest don't care. The rest just hit okay, allow, accept,
which is
allow, accept.
Honestly kind of horrifying.
Oh,
if
yeah.
I'm being honest.
We wonder why cybersecurity and why these companies are making so much money selling data. It's like, well, you're the fucking problem. So, good job, humanity. Way to read.
Companies are making so much money selling data because people are just giving it to them.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was only a matter of time, and especially when Facebook started. I think that's when the thought really started generating. Like, oh, we could sell this, can't we? Yeah,
that's
we
when
can.
That's when it got real bad.
Yeah. See, we live in a time when we really need Tom from MySpace back. He was chill. He was cool.
Tom was a bro.
He took his hundreds of millions of dollars and just disappeared. You didn't see him popping up. He didn't pull a J.K. Rowling and just be like, oh, by the way, did I mention MySpace had a gay sexual fantasy about Facebook? Let me just tweet this out. So,
fucking. Yeah. So I have the several masks that I got from work, and one of them is a Harry Potter design, and I went to the doctor for my vertigo, and when you go to the doctor, they make you put on like the actual like procedure mask, that doctors wear, which it's the first time I've worn one of those like ever, and I do not understand why people are complaining about those. I breathe easier in that than I do in the mask that I normally wear.
Yeah, it's people. Look,
people. We're reaching territory that we don't talk about.
I know. All I'm gonna say is the level of entitlement in this country. It's so high. That is why.
Yeah.
Because people feel like their freedoms are being infringed upon. It's like, what? Just wear a fucking mask when you go out. How hard is it?
It's not that
Other
hard.
countries have been doing this shit for years.
Like South Korea jumped right on it, and guess what? They didn't even have a lockdown.
Yeah, Japan. Like
never had a lockdown. Because that's just kind of the norm. Just the culture over there is if you're sick, you wear a mask to keep other people from getting sick. I don't know why that's so stigmatized around here.
Level of entitlement.
Yeah.
Americans feel they're holier than thou, but
So I've got that on, and then I've just got my normal mask hanging around my neck.
Yeah.
I go in, and like the nurse is getting me ready, and I was gonna get a flu shot too because tis the season.
Get you prepping for everything.
Yeah. Got my flu shot. Don't have vertigo anymore.
Nice.
That was nice. The delayed reaction, but it was nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and she's like, it's a nice Harry Potter mask. Are you a Harry Potter fan? And I was like, I was. Not so much anymore.
Ooh.
I'm more into
stop tweeting.
Yeah, it's like I'm more into other things, and I didn't go into the whole Warhammer thing because nobody gets it. She's like, yeah, I really, and she's like, yeah, I'm kind of more into Star Wars too. I really like The Mandalorian. And I was like, yeah, that's a good show.
It's a good show.
Needed to catch up on that at the time. I'm caught up. No, I have to watch yesterday's episode, but
I haven't watched any of season 2 yet, so No spoilers.
It's some good shit.
It's what I've heard. I've heard good things.
It's got
I
it's
just
got it's
I
got your
wanted
boy
more
it's got your
episodes.
boy
So.
Timothy Olyphant in it.
Oh, that's right.
It's
You
got your
mentioned
boy
that.
Timothy Olyphant in it, and he's fantastic. Like he was
I-
he knocked it out. Like I was
Yeah.
like, hey, that's that guy that Kevin was
He
talking
was on our
about.
show.
He
was
guest
on the
he
show
guest
last
starred
week.
on the last show. It's that guy that Kevin was. So yeah, no, it's the thing.
Yep.
But
Is
that
he
was-
gonna be? So I don't spoil, but is he gonna be a constant character, like a reoccurring, or was
He
it just a one-off?
might
with him?
be recurring. They've
boy.
had
All
had
right.
a few recurring characters, but it's one of those like they're setting it up as a western, you know.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's like
well,
he
that's-
goes to the different. I mean, it's not a huge spoiler, but he's on Tatooine, and
Okay.
Tatooine's kind of a. They've gone back a few times, so
Yeah.
you'll probably
Okay.
we might see him again.
My boy, getting them rolls. All right.
But he's so far he's only been in one episode,
All right. Cool. That's cool.
but it's
Yeah.
it's
I need to start watching that.
Yeah.
I probably do that today, maybe.
yeah. I
don't
need
know.
to
We'll see.
I need to catch up on yesterday's episode because yesterday I was busy.
How many episodes are out now? 3, 4?
3. The third one.
Three.
The third one dropped yesterday.
Dropped yesterday. Okay, cool. It's an hour and a half. Awesome.
It's 3 hours.
They're
They're
they
hour-
hour long?
They're
What
hour-long episodes. They've been hour-long episodes.
the hell show am I thinking about? That's a half an hour.
I don't fucking know. I started
I don't know
watching.
either.
I started watching Silicon Valley finally.
Oh, dude, love that show.
It's so great. I'm absolutely love that show. I love Thomas Middleditch,
Yeah,
and so
there's a phone ringing.
like I've always loved Thomas Middleditch since I saw him on Middleditch and Schwartz.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yep. Yep.
That was
Dude.
hysterical.
Uh,
Those two
what I love
absolutely
about-
destroyed me.
What I love about that show is every season the intro changes based on what tech companies were doing good and doing bad. So just yeah,
Yeah, I've
Keep
noticed like
watching the-
HP in there now, and like because I'm on
Yeah,
season 2.
it's pretty fantastic. Like you'll see, like I think the final season had a lot more change in it,
Probably.
but it was a very much like jabs at some companies.
Oh, yeah.
With some of the shit they would do, it was fantastic. But that show as a whole is just it's great. love that show.
I'm almost done with season 2, and I absolutely love it. I love all the characters on there. Just it's so well written. I didn't realize it was Mike Judge.
Oh yeah.
And it was like I finally saw I finally actually like watched a little bit of the credits, and I was like created by Mike Judge. Oh, one of the greatest minds on television. Of course, this
Yes.
is good.
Yes. Yeah. Erlich Bachman. God. that
God.
character.
Hit that character.
Character
He
is
gets
just-
he gets grating at times, but that's the character. That's the
That's
point.
true.
Because
That is
just
the
some
point.
of the things he says are just so and his delivery. That actor,
Yeah.
the actor who plays Ehrlich,
Whose
his-
name I'm
it's
drawing a
TJ
blank on
something. He's been in
Right. Yeah,
he
TJ
was
Miller.
TJ
if
that's
I
it.
Remember it.
He was in Deadpool. He's done a bunch of
Yes.
voice roles. It's
If you like him in general, another great movie. A movie he is in is She's Out of My League. Fantastic character in that movie.
I think I might have seen it. Also, I'm going to warn you, my smoke alarm's probably about to go off, so don't be
That's
alarmed.
good.
And I'm warning the people at home, if there's a loud beeping, I'm not dying. Neither is my wife. It's fine. We just have a hypersensitive smoke alarm and a
awesome.
terribly ventilated apartment.
It's good. It's always good.
Because in every other apartment in our configuration, there's a window in the kitchen.
Is there not one in yours?
No, because that
Wow.
because that's the adjacent wall.
Interesting.
But in other matching apartments, there's a window. Because it's like, at the end of the kitchen is the laundry room, where there's like a washer dryer just kind of opposite each other. and there's
Yeah.
normally a window between those two. We didn't get one of those. We have 2 windows in the entire apartment, not counting the sliding glass door.
Oh shit! I forgot he was in that movie. Another great movie, especially.
Oh
for
yeah,
coming
and
around
they're
Christmas.
like, so we have 2 windows, and they're literally right next to each other in the bedroom. Like they're just they're just in the corner.
But that doesn't make sense. Why would they do that?
And it's awful. I hate it.
Huh.
It's the worst for setting up a air conditioner in the summer.
Very interesting.
But what about DJ Miller?
So another great movie he's in, and also Jason Bateman is in this movie. And since we're nearing the holiday season, Office Christmas Party
Oh boy.
is another fantastic movie with TJ Miller. So I would check that out as well.
We haven't reached the holiday season yet. It's not past American Thanksgiving.
Oh,
This
we're
isn't
close
this
enough.
isn't the rest of the world where we can start preparing for Christmas the day after Halloween. We've got another holiday in the way.
It's a little more than a day after. It's been like 2 weeks. I think we're okay. I mean, what is Thanksgiving anymore? Other than a day to get really fat. So, although I am looking forward to Thanksgiving this year because I'm not doing anything. So it's
I
fantastic.
know, right? I don't have to see anybody. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to put pants on.
To be fair, we are going somewhere. We're going over to Shasta's mom's house, but it's literally just going to be the 3 of us and like food, and we're just going to then chill and watch movies and shit. So it's like
It
perfect.
hasn't come up yet, but there's a possibility I'm doing something with my parents. But again, it hasn't come up, and I'm not gonna be the one to say anything.
Yep. As long as you're silent, that's fine. Yeah, my mom asked me, she's like, "What are you guys doing?" I was like, "Oh, we already made plans." My sister texted me, "What are you guys doing?" Oh, I already made plans. All right. Don't bother me. Although, to be fair, my sister, my brother-in-law always does the cooking. He's a fantastic cook. Dude, last year, my brother came in from Amsterdam, and we surprised my mom. She had no idea he was here, and so it was Thanksgiving. We went over there, and like go into their house, and like, yeah, we picked up some homeless guy on the side of the road. We brought him over, and my mom was like, "What the hell? Why would you guys bring a random stranger?" Because that's something we do apparently, is bring random fucking hobos over for the holidays.
This is you we're
And-
talking about, to be fair.
And I mean, yes, but again, that would mean I would have to like interact with a person on the side of the road. That
It is
doesn't sound
also
like fun.
fair.
So, and then she's like, "Oh my god," she sees it's him, and she's like freaking out, and all this. But no, my brother-in-law always deep fries the turkey, and oh god, it's always amazing. And then just
Properly deep fried turkey is incredible.
Oh god, it just melts, dude. Oh,
It really, yeah,
God,
it's so good.
So good. Yeah, but no, he had deep fried turkey. He had smoked ham, all the fixins. I mean, you had your potatoes, you had your cheesy corn casserole, you had
got
your
your-
green beans,
got
you
your
had
yams.
your yams, candied yams, you had, dude, everything. Oh,
Got the stuffing. You get your
Ugh.
fucking.
I'm a little excited just thinking about it. So
See, the thing
So
that gets me really really excited on the holidays is Juliana makes a chocolate pie.
oh, really? That
It's-
sounds good.
Amazing.
That sounds-
Because it's not like chocolate pudding and a pie crust. No.
yeah.
This is like a chocolate custard,
Oh man, that sounds
but
good.
not like it's like a custard, but not custard. It's its
like a
own like
custard, but not
we've
custard.
we've tried finding similar recipes and we
And there's
can't.
just nothing.
We can't.
Huh.
And we found ones that are very close, but still just not quite right. Because this is, old family recipe.
Yeah.
It's like,
oh,
and
a
it's like,
family recipe
oh yeah,
too. Jeez. All right.
and it's
Alright.
we haven't been able to find a comparable recipe that's just out there for
Huh.
this for the pie she makes, and like it's got a meringue topping.
Oh,
So
man.
good.
God, that sounds good.
It's amazing.
Now I want pie. So thanks for that. Shit, I think we have a pie. I think we have a pie in the freezer right now. Today's gonna be a good day. I'm gonna eat pie after we're done recording.
There you go. There you
Oh
go.
wait, I wonder if it's for Thanksgiving though.
Huh?
No, it's too early. We can
Duh.
buy a pie.
Well, no, for Kevin.
Oh, maybe.
What?
I
I don't need a pie.
How
I
many
don't
pies?
need a pie.
Say what?
I don't need a pie. I don't need a
Okay.
pie.
He's saying he doesn't need one.
I don't need one. Yeah. I need to be better about eating,
saying
so
it
I don't need a pie. Thank you. I appreciate the offer though. The offer is much appreciated.
Yeah.
Maybe next year. Actually, shit, that's what we should do next year. Maybe.
We'll see.
It's a year out. I don't.
We got
let's
time.
not make plans.
Yeah, we'll-
now
we'll
I don't
think
want to
about it.
commit to anything.
We'll think about it.
We'll see what happens 2021.
I see.
Anything's possible.
Right. Fuck. I see where you're going with that, and I like it. But we'll wait.
Yeah.
Let's wait. We'll see where we'll see where we're at in 365 days.
Because here's
Fuck.
the kicker. I'm thinking if we did that, we could do a non-traditional. So like, fuck turkey. I'll get like some really nice fucking steaks and grill steaks because that sounds good too.
Don't forget to throw on a side of salmon for Juliana.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely.
I'm picking up what you're putting down, and I'm totally on board. We'll
Yeah.
see.
No, I figured you would be.
We'll see. But
I know.
we'll let it marinate. We got a year.
We'll let it marinate a little bit. Yeah. Plus, I mean, we might just do that next summer. So,
I'd shit that too. Gotta celebrate going to see people and somehow.
God, I think we have steak in the freezer right now too. Shit.
God, you're just gonna have a great night.
I think so. Why did I take it out though? That's the thing. I'll have to take it out tomorrow morning and let it thaw for the day.
It's something
Or
to
let
look
it
forward
thaw
to tomorrow.
overnight. Yeah, it's true. I wonder if we do. We might still have steak. I'm excited. I love cooking steak. So steak is good.
Steak is good.
And we have bacon, so then I could actually cook bacon first, and then
Ooh, there you go.
pan sear
There
the
you
steak
go.
in the
There
bacon
you
grease.
go.
Because that is a thing, ladies and gentlemen.
Do it
and
right.
It is
Do it right.
amazing and delicious, and I love it.
I remember when you made me that steak one time. He was like, "Do you have any like? Are you opposed to cooking it, making it?" I was like, "Who the fuck am I?" Because you
Yeah,
were
that's
like
true.
you were like tentatively. It was like, "Is it okay if I cook this in bacon grease?" Of fucking course, it's okay if you cook it in bacon grease. I would be upset if you didn't do that.
I mean, it's just the ultimate like cooking an animal inside of another animal. Like that's
Yeah, it's as close to like a pow as you can get.
yeah. Although the steaks I made were not ones I would have gotten. I didn't get the steaks though. I didn't have time to go shopping, so that was slightly disappointing.
Okay, so hear me out. I got a line on some Wagyu beef.
Go on.
The grocery store I go to, they just
Okay.
have it all the time.
What grade is it? Do you know?
Like grade A Wagyu beef, like the
Well,
top.
there's like different numbers associated with the grade A.
It's so I know the specific like farm that makes it. It's Snake River Farms,
Okay.
and they have their like meat section, like their butcher. Like they just have Wagyu beef in the meat cooler.
Oh, god damn! I should not have gone to this website. Wow.
They got burgers that like I've gotten the frozen burgers from Snake River Farms, like because occasionally they'll have those at the grocery store, and normally it's like $12 for a pound, which isn't bad. But sometimes they'll go on sale for 50% off, and I'll buy 2.
Oh my.
So I'll end up with 2 pounds of fucking ground Wagyu beef for $12.
Oh.
Right? And I'm like, that's a steal. And I'll literally just grill up the burger, put a slab of my non-cheese cheese on it, and then I'll grill up some like shallots and mushrooms.
Oh.
Get
there
those
you go.
nice and sautéed and get them all nice and caramelized, and then I'll put that on top, and it's just it's so good.
Just say it slower.
And I'll only use just like a pinch of salt and pepper on a side. Just Get a little bit of
Ugh.
you get the cheese on top, and then you take a little bit of get a little bit of water on the top of a pan lid. Just pop that on top and steam the cheese real quick, so you don't overcook the burger.
Yep.
But oh shit! So one of the cooking. There's one cooking channel that I follow, and it's because I am like 100% truly in love with the man who runs it.
Yeah.
And it's the Mythical Kitchen.
Oh,
So
okay,
it's the
not
guy
what I
who
thought it
cooks all
was.
the food for Rhett and Link on Good Mythical Morning.
Mm-hmm.
He got super popular because he was making like they have on Good Mythical Morning, they have their whole like Will It series, and before it was just like, shoving shit into a taco, like just into a taco shell and saying Will It Taco. But now they're like, oh, will it do this? And they get like an actual fucking gourmet meal because the guy cooking understands the science of the food he's working with.
Oh, okay. So he's like a what's his name? Guy with glasses.
Alton Brown?
Shit. Yes, Alton Brown. I love that guy.
Alton Brown is great, but it's
By the way,
it's
Alton Brown. Didn't know if you knew this. I took horticulture in high school, right? The senior year. He actually has done more than just cooking. He also does horticulture videos.
That doesn't surprise me.
And pretty much everything. It's hilarious and
That doesn't
awesome
surprise
and
me.
funny.
So it's he understands just how food works to the point where he can lick a Dorito and tell you the ingredients. And
awesome.
replicate the Dorito powder accurately.
No. Oh, is there a cheat sheet for that? I want to do that.
He's posted, like, the Mythical Kitchen has posted videos about this. He's made Flamin' Hot Cheetos Pop-Tarts.
All right, I'm gonna subscribe to this right now.
Oh,
before
he's
I forget.
fantastic, and he'll just like during like the whole pandemic and quarantine when he was at home, he did just his How to Cook Food Good series, and it was just here's how to make this, so you can get a good quality meal, easy. Like he did the super easy, like just basic. Here's how to do this right to get high quality food.
Nice.
Which was great, but he's also like, here's some weird shit. So like he made I'm trying to remember some of the shit he's done. He has I love his fancy fast food series.
Okay, fancy.
So
wait, is he recreate fast food? Please tell me that's it.
He recreates fast food using the most expensive ingredients he has available.
Whoa.
So he just recently did the most recent fancy fast food he did was he made a $450 McRib.
Holy shit. When
Using
a normal one is like worth 45 cents.
Exactly.
So.
And that's the thing is he cuz normally what they do is they'll get whatever food they're going to make.
Wow.
Like get the actual thing. And then they'll be like, "Okay, this is what this tastes like." And then they'll go and get the good shit. So he used like Wagyu beef. He smoked up a couple racks, like he smoked up like 4 different racks of ribs for this. Got them all nice and smoked up. So wait for it. Wait for it.
Really
wait for it.
Ribs right now.
So he smoked up these 4 racks of ribs, and then he cut it all up into chunks.
Yep.
And then he mixed it in to fresh ground Wagyu beef.
Oh my god.
And then he baked that.
Okay. I'm gonna have to watch this.
Oh yeah.
I just linked you in Discord another food channel. If you want to know pretty much everything to know about like dry aging meat or just meat in general, there you go.
In the video I'm talking about, the McRib one, he actually shows how to quick pickle using a whipped cream canister.
Huh.
So he literally just takes cucumbers, shoves them into a whipped cream canister, puts the pickling juices in there. He used like whiskey and vinegar and all of that. Closes it up and then uses CO2, not nitrous, CO2, and tightens it and lets it sit for like 15 minutes and it just pickled.
Huh.
And I was like,
I learned.
It makes sense because it just puts that pressure on it and it's able to just kind of force all the juices into the cucumber.
Pickle, damn you.
Basically. Just pickle, damn it. But oh fuck, what else has he done? He's done so much. But I don't even remember. But he just put fucking Gordon Ramsay on blast.
I saw that was his latest video.
He just
So
put
that
Gordon
has me
Ramsay on
interested.
blast for not knowing how to make a fucking grilled cheese.
Oh no.
Because
I'll
like he posted
have
on
to watch
TikTok
that.
how to make like here's some shitty here's some shitty nighttime munchy food.
Mhm.
And it was just like a ramen grilled cheese. So he took like
that's a thing I forgot.
top ramen and kind of mixed it up together and mixed it with cheese and then grilled it into a cheese. But as Gordon Ramsay did a duet on TikTok and like criticized it, and he's like, "Oh, you're doing this wrong and this wrong and this wrong and this wrong," and Josh is like, "Okay, so you're saying I'm doing it wrong? No, you're doing it wrong." And here's why. And he goes through and he finds like Gordon Ramsay's "Here's how to make a good grilled cheese" video, and
Oh no.
fucking
Just
just
blasts him.
destroys it. Absolutely blasts him. He's like, first off, you're using the wrong kind of bread. You're using the wrong kind of cheese. He uses a hard, dry cheese for a grilled cheese.
Yikes.
So
Yeah,
he
you don't wanna
he
do that.
uses that, and he's like, oh, you gotta do that, and he like soaks, like he just pours the bread into the fucking, or he pours olive oil into the frying pan,
What?
right?
You throw butter in there. What are you
Use
doing?
but like he like just pours half a bottle of olive oil into this frying pan. Also, he's just doing it on an open fire, not a stove where you can control the heat. So he's just cooking it over an open fire, and he throws it in there and immediately sizzles. And he's like, "No, you don't know, because that just sucks all the moisture out." He does that, and like he even points out, and he's like, Gordon Ramsay knows he messed up here, because there's a point where he's like, "Yeah, you really want to like press it down," and he's literally putting his entire body weight on top of this sandwich with a spatula to try and melt the cheese, and the cheese still didn't melt.
Oh man.
So yeah, it's he
Terrible.
just completely puts Gordon Ramsay on blast. And like there's another one where it was like a salad cone, because he's just like, yeah, no, sometimes I'll get a freaking, I'll just have ice cream cones on hand, and he'll use it as a dish. He's like,
Okay.
okay, I want some grapes, so he'll just throw some grapes into an ice cream cone, like just a
Alright.
cone. Eat
That's
the grapes and then eat the cone. Eat a dirty dish.
Oh, okay. All right.
And I
get
guess
that.
on the back of whatever cones he gets, they're like, oh, it's a salad in an ice cream cone.
That sounds awful.
And he's like, this doesn't make sense by any stretch. This shouldn't
No.
work. This isn't. No. This is stupid.
just
This is
sounds
dumb.
bad.
This is bad. This is a bad This is a bad marketing thing. This is just a marketing guy going, oh, well, we got to capitalize on salads.
Oh, that's gross.
And then he makes it, and he's like, this is awful. There's no
Yeah.
good way to eat this. Because it's like, okay,
No.
you eat a salad with a fork. How's it going to work in a cone? Because you can't get a fork all the way down.
So you have to start eating the cone with the salad, and
It just didn't work. Plus,
No,
it's,
it just sounds
those
bad.
cones are generally like a little bit sweet.
yeah, which, yeah,
Not on a salad.
no, that just sounds awful. And
It-
then you're putting dressing in there.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
gross. No, thank you.
It's a bad time.
Yeah, I mean, salad in general is terrible. So the
Uh,
only good salad is spinach salad when it's got like the bacon bits and the
right.
hard-boiled egg.
Well, you
and-
put bacon on a salad, and I'm totally ripping off Jim Gaffigan here, but it just becomes a game of find the bacon.
yeah, I mean, it really does.
Did I tell you about
Oh, yeah,
Did I
yeah.
tell you about the romaine wedge salad that my cousin made for me once?
No.
Oh, okay.
Is this gonna be like, this is fucking terrible?
Oh
or
no,
this is
it's
amazing?
fucking amazing. So you
Oh,
get
okay,
you get your romaine. You just get a head of
Right.
romaine lettuce, chop it in half.
Okay.
Lay that out. And then you
Right.
add you fry up some bacon nice and crispy so it crumbles.
Okay.
Make a balsamic vinaigrette
Okay.
and blue cheese. Blue cheese salad
And that's
dressing.
it?
Blue cheese salad dressing with some extra blue cheese crumbles. That's it.
Oh, that actually sounds
Oh,
really good.
and he put cherry tomatoes on it.
Okay. Like cut up or
Yeah, cut 'em in
just
half.
whole cherry. Okay.
And it's super simple, super quick, absolutely incredible, super delicious.
See, that sounds good though because it is simple. Like you're not throwing
Exactly. You're not
like
throwing
shredded carrot pieces, several
exactly,
different types
and then
of lettuce,
you've got
cabbage.
mm-hmm.
You got fucking acorns for some god awful reason, dried cranberries, seeds. A fucking squirrel somewhere
This goes back
shows
to
up,
the
like,
some of the best food you can get is super simple.
yeah, bam, full circle. Just came back around.
Yep.
Love it. God, this is it's. I love how. Just thinking about other episodes we've done, like we've everything is like we got tech, we've done video games, whatever's out, movies, TV shows now,
Painting,
and now
Warhammer, food.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Food.
Warhammer, mini painting, streaming, and food. Now we just have a food episode.
Speaking of mini painting,
I can't see it because you still haven't shared your screen. So
I just sent you the.
oh, didn't you send me these guys?
Did I? No, I sent you the last.
Oh
one.
no, yeah, these are I like this.
So all I've got left now is the captain, and that army's done. And I'm gonna god tier that paint job.
Did you ever link me your new Twitch channel?
Should just be Leprechaun Paints.
All right. Leprechaun. It's based off of your
Leprekon.
paints. I spelled something wrong. Oh yeah, I did. Holy crap.
But I also got all my socials. So that's
good.
the thing. So I got
added
the
an E.
I got the Twitter and the Instagram and I haven't grabbed Facebook yet, but I will.
Nice. Oh, you suggest our show. Oh yeah, I caught that Minecraft one. Dude, that voice changer was that was something.
Wait, what?
Have you not watched that stream?
Was that on the whole time?
I think so.
Oh no. Okay. I have not watched that stream. I will have to watch that stream. Uh-oh.
Yeah, dude, I was like, what's he trying to do here?
Was it on the whole time?
Yeah, it was on the whole time. Dude. Professionals.
Okay.
So I don't, because it's funny because like I hear your normal voice and also the voice change voice. So it's like whatever Satan voice you were going with.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I guess I should have said something when I was watching.
It would have been nice.
I was like, well, he's probably trying to do something. So whatever.
Jesus.
I'm just gonna let Zach do Zach.
If you had just
Whatever.
commented on it, I would have been like, wait, what the fuck?
I could have too because I'm pretty sure I caught it like right when stream started.
And I streamed for like 3 hours. Fuck. That ended up actually
You
like
were
that.
doing it for myself.
I mean, I still had a lot of fun.
No, it was a great stream. And I thought that was the thing you were doing.
I think I'm just gonna upload the VOD for that one on YouTube, just titled "Oops." Oops. Oh, god damn it. Oh, I have to go back and watch that now. Okay.
Because wait, you streamed the night we recorded that podcast where you fucked up the audio at the end, right? Where you?
No. That was the one before
was...
that.
Oh, okay.
Void Warranty TV is following me on Twitch.
Yeah, I did that.
Whoa.
Right. Same on YouTube too, right?
Yes. I have all Leprechaun Paints. It's the first time I've ever gotten the same name across the board.
You did it.
I did do it. That means I got a unique name. I even Googled it, and there's like spelled properly Leprechaun Paints, but it's like an actual brand of paint.
Ah.
but the
kinda
way
cool.
I spell it doesn't exist.
That's good. I love how I searched that on YouTube, and instead of bringing me to any channels, it's showing me how to paint a fucking leprechaun. So
Oh yeah, that was another thing that popped up. You should be able to filter by channels. I don't have any videos, so it might not actually show up
oh,
because I haven't recorded my intro video yet. But I got all the stuff. Like I have everything I need to actually start streaming now, and I have a decent camera that will actually focus on what I'm painting and all sorts of good stuff. So
that's good. Oh, dude, I watched that video with the painting of the one that
oh, the Renegade Knight.
Yeah,
Wasn't that
dude,
incredible?
Yeah, I was captivated the whole time. I was like watching this, like thinking, "Oh man, I might get bored." I was like, "Nope, this was entertaining through and through." I was like, "Wow."
That's why I initially subscribed to him, because he managed to actually talk about what he was doing and
Yeah.
make it entertaining. And
Yeah,
like
no,
even
and-
in his tutorial stuff, he manages to like get his point across and still be entertaining.
Yeah, my favorite was the fact that he painted that name upside down.
I
on that
know,
piece.
right?
It's
And he's like,
oh,
"Yeah, I'm a
come in.
dingus, and I painted it upside down."
Oh, but no, that thing came out so good. Like,
So good.
oh, I was just blown away by all that. It was crazy.
I'm
Absolutely
really
crazy.
I'm really excited at some point to try that oil wash. Maybe not with the
Oh,
airbrush,
yeah.
but the I've seen that oil wash coming up more and more often, and I'm like, that looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Because normal washes are fine, but oil
Yeah.
wash just has that, like, if it just looks extra grimy,
Yeah, it's got that grittiness to it.
has that
It's just
extra
like-
just super grimy look, and I might try it on my Plague Marines that I've got coming up.
oh, there you go.
Or I might, but I need to get the oil paints, which is the problem. The oil paints and then the mineral spirits, which is not hard. And I actually got contacted by a friend recently, and he's like, "Hey, I'm 3D printing Vash the Stampede's gun
Ooh, there you go.
for him and a friend, and so he's gonna need help with."
Man, what a great series
Stuff.
Dragon was. Love that series. Man, that's gonna be awesome. You better stream painting that.
I'm not
That's all.
painting the whole. I'm just helping. I'm gonna record
Oh.
the process of working on it. I'm gonna log that, but I'm not gonna stream because the painting itself is mostly airbrush.
Oh,
So-
okay.
Because they're doing the silver one and the black one. I'm not familiar with who the black one belongs to.
I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah, I just know that there is a character who has a black one.
Yeah.
So he's like, how could I accomplish that look while still making it look metallic and not just making it shiny? And I was like, okay. And I knew what to do. I actually had like, here's how we could accomplish that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that would be as simple as just, doing a silver, doing your silver base coat, and then going over it with a translucent ink.
Ooh.
So just use a black ink that's translucent, so it builds up the saturation of the black without increasing the opacity.
Okay.
That's why I want to use inks, because inks are amazing.
Yeah. Interesting. This should be cool.
So I want that's what I really want, is I want a good selection of translucent inks. Because I've seen a really good way to make like a good rich yellow that utilizes
Yeah.
ink, because it requires priming in pink.
Really?
So you prime it with pink, and you
Okay.
do your zenithal highlight from above, and then if you want to, you can do a shade from below. because Goobertown Hobbies likes to do that, where he'll do the zenithal from above, and then he'll do a darker color from below to give the underside a little bit more richness to it. But I'm like, I haven't seen a need for that too much yet, but I get it.
Interesting.
But the zenithal definitely makes a difference, especially if you're using an ink. So he does the pink prime overall, and then he'll go over with a white opaque ink for the zenithal highlight directly above to get the white and make it look like light's coming from above. And then he went over the whole thing with a translucent yellow goldish ink.
Huh.
That really, all the pink just became this super rich yellow that looked incredible.
Huh. That's interesting. That's pretty cool. Man, I feel like we touch on minis every episode.
That's what I do, man. I know. Okay, I have done nothing but paint minis every day for 2 weeks.
That's good though.
It's good. It's what I've been wanting to do. So I have my captain all parted out because I'm painting him in parts because I got shit to do, and I want him to look really, really, really good because he's a character model.
Yeah.
So I'm not just he's not just another battle line thing.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. That part that I was hoping to 3D print may not happen.
Oh.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like, yeah, we can do this. And then it turned into like,
no,
I don't know if we can do this. So, yeah, I'm like, oh, well, fucking great. It's like, that's what I get for telling Zach about it before it was actually done.
Does that mean you can tell me what it was?
No, I'm not going to tell you because I still might just print it anyways.
Fuck the man.
Yeah. So, we'll see though. I don't know. Depends on how much of a rule breaker I feel like being. So.
Well, I've been kind of fucking with you the last 2 weeks, so you might,
so
might be time to do some pushback.
At this point, they're like, yeah, I don't, just walk out with something. So it's like, get a U-Haul and a printer and just put it in the U-Haul and walk away.
I'll work up the ramp.
Yeah, 100%. There's a dock there. I just,
Oh, well, the U-Hauls are too low for the docks.
Oh shit, you're right.
You have to get a Penske.
Yeah, that's fine. I can drive a Penske. Done it before. Do it again. Yeah, work sucks, man. Like right now, I was talking to my brother about it yesterday, and he's like, it's like you need like some time off, and I was like, I'm hoping Christmas. So 2 weeks off is gonna be nice if I survive. That's the problem. But
you gotta make it there.
Yeah, it's the whole making it to that point, which seems to be like it's so close, but it feels so far away right now. I'm just like, fuck. But at this point, I think, work is work. I will be happy if and when I get put on something else. To be like, here's a new project for you. So do this now. We'll see. I don't know.
We will.
There's a lot of openings. There's a lot of openings, though. So I've been looking at other spots, contemplating, but I don't know.
Might be worth it.
Might be, but I kind of want to wait until after 2 weeks off before I commit to anything.
Fair.
Because that's guaranteed right now. So that's why I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Gotta make it. But, I mean, what? Thanksgiving's close, so it'll be 2 days. It'll be a nice 4-day weekend. And I was actually thinking about taking that Wednesday off too.
Because
fucking do it, man. No, just shouldn't need any special reason other than I'm tired and I would like an extra day off. That's work. Work is not fun. This is also like work, but it's fun. So,
Does it
How
really
does
work,
that
Ben?
work? No, it's not. It's mostly just us catching up throughout the week
Yeah,
since we don't
but I
see each other anymore.
yeah, but it's been good. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think what last time I bugged you about metrics, you said we were doing pretty good as far as people
Yeah, we're
like.
doing all right. I mean, we had that week off, but
Oh yeah,
that's
shit, I forgot about that. Was that last week?
it's 2 weeks ago, or yeah,
Two
it was
weeks
last
ago.
week
But yeah, okay.
because
Man,
we released an episode yesterday.
yeah.
I need to be better about streaming the show, which
But do we see anything good off of that or no? Other than just visibility, I suppose.
yeah, it's visibility. I mean, we've really only had like max 4 viewers, and
That's not bad,
that was early
honestly.
episodes. Other than that, we've only ever had one. I
Hmm.
was super paranoid to stream episodes because my computer kept crashing while streaming. But
Yeah,
again, I streamed for 3 hours last week and didn't have any issues.
that's good. That's good. Oh, that reminds me. I saw an article. It looks like the new AMD cards that are coming out are supposed to be like an overclocker's dream. So
Oh, those are next week, aren't they?
yeah, those reviews come out next week. I want to say the 18th. So next Wednesday.
So AMD's doing the hey, if you want to overclock, just do it again,
Yeah,
like they did with their
yeah.
CPUs. That's gonna get
Um,
people. That's gonna get people excited.
they also pretty much told board partners, yeah, go all out. Like
Oh
don't.
fuck yeah!
So
Instead of
that
being
was
like, well,
instead of like Nvidia going, we're gonna release our high tier cards, just don't go above them. Although they can't because they hit power limits anyway.
yeah,
Which is
when the
hilarious.
base model hits power limit.
Whoopsies. And then what was the other thing? Oh, so apparently the 6900 XT was just going to be AMD only making that card, apparently.
Mm.
Um, but they said they are open to giving that design out or giving those chips out to board partners as well.
Mm.
So it's not a for sure that it's just going to be AMD, but at least on initial launch, I think it's just going to be AMD. I'm guessing because of just, there's such a bin chip, I'm assuming, um, for performance, but I don't know,
It's
you know,
it could be that it's a more finicky chip, so they want to make sure that
possibly.
they're doing it to the exact right way, so it doesn't
Yeah,
get fucked up.
yeah. I mean, there's a lot of speculation we can throw out there, but I would love to see something 6900 XT from like I don't know anybody.
Yeah.
Just throw 4 8 pins on there and see what it does. I don't know. Just maybe we're going back to those days
the
where you
the
do like a
the real challenge AMD has right now is can they match performance with Nvidia while having lower TDP?
early leaked benchmarks are showing the 6800 XT is competing with a 3090. So
Right, but that's the thing is like okay, yes they can compete, but can they get that? Can they save the power?
oh well, I think they're coming out of the gate at a lower TDP, right? I don't know. We'll find out Wednesday.
They I don't think have they said? I don't know
Yeah,
if
I
they've said.
thought they.
Okay.
I thought they're because I know Nvidia's over 300, and I think AMD was coming in at 275,
Okay. Yeah, because
possibly.
if they can match performance with that power savings, that'll
Oh
really
yeah,
help them
yeah.
set apart. And then if they don't botch the launch,
Well, I look. Here's the thing. I mean, I there's going to be short supply because there just is
but
for
if
some
it
reason.
all goes to scalpers,
It
that's
is though. Oh shit, it is. And there's also another rumor that
uh oh.
fuck, dude. Um, that the new 6 series of cards are perform 2.5 times better in mining than Nvidia cards.
Fuck.
So we may see another
shortage.
Yeah, I forgot about that article I saw. So hopefully that's not true, and somebody just really threw some numbers out there. But if that's true, we're gonna probably be. It's gonna be like the Pascal wars all over again when Bitcoin hit 20K a coin. So, and what 1060s were like $400. Stupid shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
1080s were like 1500 for a while.
yeah, the 1080 Ti's were sitting at like 2 grand. Oh, that was ridiculous. Thank God I got all my stuff sorted.
Right?
You, though, on the other hand, you might, I don't, if that's the case, you might, what, you were looking at a 5700 XT anyways, weren't you?
Well, yeah, my friend says he's eventually going to buy a 6 series card and sell me his 5700 XT. So I'm
Look at
set.
that.
Like I'm lined up. I just got to wait for things to knock down.
Yeah, yeah.
Basically, once my friend buys his upgrades his PC, I'll be able to upgrade mine.
I'm personally, I shouldn't say I'm on the fence, but I'm in a place where I don't, I don't need to worry about
You're in a
anything.
good like you're in a with a 2080, you're in a good spot.
Oh, mine's the 2080 Ti.
Exactly.
So like,
You're fine. You
I'm
don't
already,
you're
well,
and aren't
I'm
you also
already
running a 3800, 3900?
3900, yeah.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
need to upgrade.
I don't need to, but I'm curious to see what the smart caching performance is. And then I'm like, well, all I need to do is update my BIOS and just, get a 5900X but that's, yeah. I think I would have to perform some sort of miracle in order to get that approved.
It'd be easier to get into Warhammer.
That's shit, probably. At least,
Well, there's
for
your
a little
answer.
bit.
I got a buddy now.
So,
I will bring
I
you
don't
to the
know.
dark side.
But I mean, look, I can't even, because the Ryzen 3 performance is really solid. I mean, hot damn, does it ever look good? So I'm
Oh yeah.
really
No,
curious.
it falls back into that. If you want something that just fucking works.
Yeah, simple, works, does things. Congrats. Oh, and apparently Nvidia's also working on a smart caching technology.
Good for them.
Um, they said apparently they're like, yeah, you could do this all along. You just have to enable it. And so
Yeah. Sure, Jan.
they're like, our internal testing is showing really great results right now, and so it's one of those things where I'm sure it's in early phases, and you probably actually won't see an update until like end of next year for that. But and it's actually kind of funny because they're like, yeah, it'll work on both AMD and Intel systems, and I'm like, wait a second, isn't that AMD's game where they usually release free stuff to everybody?
Nvidia's hurting, man.
Yeah,
It's just looking at the launch of the 30 series. Like, yes, they released great cards, but it was not a good experience for anyone.
Oh yeah, well and same goes with the new consoles too. Like those sold out to scalpers and shit. I saw a post on Reddit. Some dude had like a fucking storage unit full of PS5s, selling them at like $1,100 a piece.
Selling, yeah, it was $1,100 a piece for with the disc
Like
drive,
the
and it was like
disc drive
$950 for without.
for digital. Yeah, and it's like, dude, it's unreal. Like how these websites really need to do better about.
They do. They really do.
I don't know. I just don't get it. Because I mean, yeah, you could blame Sony or Microsoft, but it's like it still comes down to the e-tailers that are selling these things.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I can't even really fault. Well, I can still fault Nvidia because they were like, yeah, we're gonna have millions of these cards at launch, and they had like two. But it's also scalpers who like bought these things, and it's just ridiculous.
I do love that the only way to get a 30 series card anymore is to just go through a fucking
you have to go through a scalper. There's
either a scalper or just buy a like I've seen it happening where people are buying like from like Origin or Netgear or Main Gear.
Yeah,
they're buying that with
pre-builts.
buying the pre-built, swapping the pre-built with their old card, and just selling the pre-built off to make the money back.
That's so fucking insane.
Basically giving themselves a free upgrade.
Yeah. Yeah, which is funny and stupid. Mostly stupid. 'Cause
Mostly
it shouldn't
stupid.
have happened.
No.
Um,
You seen that
Yeah.
LTT's doing their secret shopper again?
oh, dude, I watched that. Holy crap, was that? Linus had such a great quote. What did he say? Oh, something about trying to upsell us, but they don't actually know what they're talking about. Like, I'd be worried about this person trying to upsell us, but they don't actually know what they're talking about. So,
Yeah.
either way.
Well, the fact
Dell
that Dell didn't
needs-
redirect to fucking Alienware,
Yeah,
so they ended up buying an
bought the
actual
G5.
Dell computer.
It was so stupid. Oh, it was so awful. Oh, so bad.
So like Dell fucked up.
Dell was awful. Who was the best out of that? I don't recall.
Best ended up being either Main Gear or CyberPower.
I think it was CyberPower.
Main Gear and CyberPower had the best.
My only issue
shipped
with Main
PC?
Gear,
Main Gear is
only
just so
issue-
much more expensive.
yeah, it's very boutique.
Well, and that's literally what they are.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, if you have the money, there's nothing wrong with that, but they're very much of the aesthetic appearance, and you
It's
know
the same.
they
It's the same
flash
thing
that
with
more than
Origin,
anything.
and like the
Yeah,
issue with
Origin
and
as
like
well.
that was the thing that they ended up once they got all of the PCs, they went through and they looked at, okay, here's all the parts we're getting.
Yeah.
They parted it out on PC Part Picker. Is it actually worth the cost of doing this? And I think it ended up, for CyberPower, it was actually worth doing. But for like Main Gear and Origin, you save $500 handily.
Yeah, yeah.
And at that point, you could have gotten a better anything. The fact that oh fuck, who was it? It was somebody who was like, oh yeah, no, we could give you Ryzen, but that would be more expensive.
Oh, yeah. Shit. That
It's
wasn't
like, are you-
HP.
Are you not? It wasn't HP. It was one of the. It was either. I
It
want to say it
wasn't
was either
Dell.
CyberPower or Origin.
It was CyberPower, possibly.
CyberPower
Possibly.
sounds right.
Yeah. That was stupid.
That was
I
really
don't-
stupid.
The one guy that was working from home with the rooster, that was hilarious.
It's like, is there a rooster back? Yeah, I'm working from home.
Yeah,
I
I'm
love
working from home.
roosters.
Oh, it was great. That was pretty funny. God, and how corny were those intros, too. Holy shit.
Oh man,
The fucking 007.
I still need to see the
Jesus.
third one, which is the tech issue. How's
Oh,
their,
yeah.
how's their tech support?
I don't believe I watched that one yet.
Because I've seen
Is that even out
I've
yet?
seen the buy, I've seen the unboxing.
Saw the buy, saw the unboxing. Oh, it just came out 2 hours ago.
Okay, so it came out today. So I definitely
Tech support nightmare.
Yep.
Oh, buddy.
I mean, at least HP shipped or shipped them off to Origin or Omen.
Yeah. Yeah, the Omen. Which, I think they were pretty happy with that, other than the fact
They
that
were-
one RAM stick and 2 RAM slots, and
Yeah, the
just
fact that
why?
they're doing single channel RAM in a very obviously dual channel system.
Yeah. Very, very dumb. I don't know why.
Yeah, they
Companies
gave
do
them
that crap.
one 16 gigabyte stick.
Oh God, so
Just
painful.
terrible,
Cries and 64 gigs.
right? Who was it that? And then it ended, and once again, Omen fucked up with you used a Google Voice number, so they canceled the order because the phone number was weird.
Yeah. I don't understand that either, but I don't know. Security, maybe? I don't know. Huh. Man,
Doesn't make sense.
tell
to
you
me.
what though. Yeah. Are we at time already?
We are at time.
Wow, look at that. We did it.
We did
We
it.
survived another recording. We didn't have any tech issues either. Well-
Thanks. Fuck you too.
Well, I didn't have anything happen either, so I mean, I'm partially to blame, I guess.
My voice sounds fine the whole time.
I heard you. I don't.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
whether or not that means anything. I don't know.
Okay.
We'll have to go to the recording for that one.
Fuck.
Uh,
So I know I added the voice changer like as a channel
yeah.
on there just so that if I decided to use it, it worked.
No, it worked.
It
was coming
apparently it
through.
worked. Because I didn't want to, I did what we did before,
The
and I
only
turned it
problem
on, and it shut me off.
Yeah, the only problem was you had both your normal voice and your voice mod going. So
Okay.
it was it was a thing, and I was just like, "Oh, he's trying something new." Okay.
Nope. Not on purpose.
Oh, that's funny.
All right. Well, it's been a good one. Another wild ride. We talked about a lot of food.
It was a good food
It's a
episode.
good food episode. Need more of that.
Actually, we should title this one "Not Your Grandma's Recipe."
Not your grandma's recipe. I like that. I like that better than keep it simple.
Yeah. We'll use keep it simple for something else. It'll be a difficult episode. That'll be. I like it. Did we sign out yet? I haven't done my thing.
You haven't done your thing. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and yeah, we'll catch you the next one.
Catch you on the next one.